Monetarily, it costs a lot of money to put somebody in prison. And if that's your first step, are you really addressing the issues that go along with that?
Today we're continuing our Law and Order series with some time with our Chief Deputy District Attorney, Jeremy Markowitz. So Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us today. So I really appreciate you taking this time.
Thank you.
Tell us about the different courts. So we have a number of them.
Yes. We've moved into, I think, a realm in criminal justice in general that I think there's been a realization that, monetarily, it costs a lot of money to put somebody in prison. And if that's your first step, are you really addressing the issues that go along with that? And, I think there's arguments on both sides. But I think in Jackson County, we've been very proactive in saying, okay, if you're going to spend that money anyways, why don't we try to do something first to see if we can change a behavior, if we can offer the correct services and make a difference, in the long run. So I think mental health court, I think it's everybody in the public is aware is, people who get into the criminal justice system where, there's mental health issues that are going unaddressed. And I think that Judge Greif, our office, really the defense bar, the public defenders really stepped up in creating the mental health court and getting buy-in from Jackson County Mental Health and getting buy-in from other community partners to really say, hey, if we identify somebody who's not too violent and say it's a property-based, it's a drug-based, and we can get them in the mental health court and start getting them to take their medication, getting them a place to live, and taking those steps necessary to try to break that cycle, keep them out of the criminal justice system, it's worth that time. And if it doesn't work, then you have the fallback. You've got to do something then. And I think that Recovery Opportunities Court is very much the same thing, is people steal to support their drug habits. And if you can't deal with that addiction issue and you send somebody to prison for 24 months, when they come back, what are they going to do? They're going to do the exact same thing. And if you can actually try to get somebody who wants to really get clean to give them those resources, it's still ultimately their decision, but give them that ability to make those decisions and give them a place to live and give them the positive feedback that really, I think you look at the research shows that somebody to break that cycle needs that. You ultimately save the community money.
Yeah.
Because this person doesn't go break into somebody's car, 10 different cars, and steal stuff out of those cars, and just like in mental health court, and I think more so in Recovery Opportunity Court, somebody who doesn't want to do it, who uses it as I'm not going to go to prison. That's why I went into the treatment court. They eventually end up in prison. They aren't going to be successful in that program.